Interagency Technical Working Group or TWG overseeing the motorcycle taxi pilot run says it is not about providing livelihood to bikers or responding to commuters' needs, but it is to study the safety and viability of using motorcycles as public utility vehicles. This comes in response to the appeal of pioneering firm Angkas to save 17,000 bikers from losing their jobs after the TWG extended the pilot run from December 26, 2019 to March 23, 2020. And a new cap of 30,000 bikers in Metro Manila is split equally among Angkas and two new providers, Joyride and Moveit. Angkas has 27,000 bikers registered for the pilot run. Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board member and TWG Chairman Antonio Guardiola Jr. says Monday, December 23, the TWG is allowing the gradual displacement of Angkas bikers in the spirit of Christmas. Guardiola says Angkas has until the first week of January 2020 to submit its final list of 13,000 registered bikers. Solid Manila Riders Club chairman and Angkas biker Romeo Maglunsod predicts the displaced bikers will return to the unauthorized habal-habal industry. Meanwhile, Angkas bikers, commuters, and transport advocates came together Sunday, December 22, to protest the government's decision of lowering the cap on the number of motorcycle taxi service bikers. Bikers and supporters chanted "Save Angkas," while Filipinos online also supported the appeal. But some Twitter users expressed disappointment in Angkas as Senator and daughter of late dictator Ferdinand Marcos, Amy, joined the rally Sunday. Amy addressed the crowd gathered at the EDSA Kalayaan Shrine, a monument commemorating the end of martial law and her father's regime. Twitter user Ian Cesar says, "My God, this woman is so brave to show up her face in the rally." Jem Salvio expresses disbelief on Twitter. "I understand that desperate times call for desperate measures, and we need all the support, but Angkas, Amy Marcos, really?" Twitter user Eman calls the senator an opportunistic parasite for riding on Angkas' issue. United States President Donald Trump approves the United States 2020 budget Friday, December 20, including a provision denying entry to those involved in the detention of Philippine opposition Senator Leila de Lima. The prohibition on entry tasks Secretary of State Mike Pompeo to prohibit from entering the U.S. Philippine officials about whom he has credible information to have been involved in de Lima's wrongful imprisonment. The U.S. State Department has yet to release a list of Philippine officials who will be banned from entering the U.S. But de Lima earlier identified several Philippine officials whom she believed to be involved in her imprisonment, like Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte himself, presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo, Duterte supporters and online bloggers Mocha Uson, Sasrogando Sasot, and RJ Nieto, and several Duterte-allied congressmen. But Panelo asserts Monday, December 23, the opposition senator was imprisoned according to Philippine laws, and the administration is not bothered by the sanctions.
In the first place, it's not a wrongful imprisonment, as we have repeatedly explained that. The very provision says there must be credible information before they ban any official in the Philippines. That's precisely why I'm saying there is none.
House Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano also hits back at the U.S. Congress.
But pagka diretsuhan ka ng nakikialam, so meaning may judgment na sila na unlawful at illegal ang pagkakulong kay Senator de Lima. So, pinangungunahan ba ng U.S. Congress ang ating judicial system?
Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara says, quote, "I am shocked that a foreign government can unduly influence or interfere with another country's legal and judicial processes by threats of visa cancellations and asset confiscation." A Pulse Asia survey says President Rodrigo Duterte's approval and trust ratings surged in December 2019. The survey was conducted during the country's hosting of the 30th Southeast Asian Games. The latest approval rating for Duterte is at 87%, 9 percentage points higher than September's 78%. His trust rating is at 83%, 8 points higher than September's 75%. The approval rating increased in all geographic areas except in the National Capital Region, where the figure declined from 80% in September to 78% in December. His trust ratings increased in December 2019 in all geographic areas. Among socioeconomic classes, Duterte's approval rating was highest in the upper to middle class with 89%, while the poorest Filipinos gave him 84%. Meanwhile, the upper to middle class gave him 72% trust rating, but the lowest class registered 80% trust for the chief executive. Actress Janine Gutierrez earns the ire of talent manager Lolit Solis for posting a comment on Senator Bong Revilla's TV comeback. Janine retweets Wednesday, December 18, the news of Revilla starring in the upcoming show Agimat ng Agila, saying, quote, "Oh God." It will be Revilla's first TV project since he was detained 4 years ago for plunder charges. In December 2018, he was acquitted of the charges, with the court ordering him to return 124.5 million to the Philippine Treasury, which he has not done. He won a Senate seat in the 2019 elections in May. Solis, who is Revilla's talent manager, then slams Gutierrez on Instagram, calling the actress cruel and making snide remarks about her career. "Maybe Janine Gutierrez wants me to notice her. The nerve of her to make a negative comment on Bong Revilla's TV comeback." But Janine's mother, Lot, defends her daughter saying, "I have learned that it's okay to say what you feel, to give your opinion and to be heard. It does not make you less of a person, especially when you are on the right side." Personalities online also show support for Janine. Billy and Ella director Samantha Lee retweets Janine's original post and says of Solis' post, "Cruel is stealing millions of pesos from the people he was supposed to be serving," referring to Bong. Spoken word artist Juan Miguel Severo thanks Janine for speaking truth to power. Singer and Twitter celebrity Frankie Pangilinan also retweets the post and says, "Seconded."
It's an instinct.
A brief kiss between two women in the new Star Wars movie, The Rise of Skywalker, was cut from the version released in Singapore. A spokesperson from Singapore's media regulatory agency tells local online media a short scene was cut from the release, but did not specify which one. The film is PG-13 for theatrical release in Singapore. Under guidelines, films containing LGBT themes may be restricted to viewers aged 18 and above, while films focusing on homosexuality may be hit with a 21 and over age rating. Sex between men remains technically illegal under a colonial-era law in Singapore, but is not actively enforced. The scene is the first same-sex kiss in the franchise's history and is hailed as historic.